friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy on this Sunday. On the Sunday that the Patriots are not playing on that Sunday. Yes, this Sunday. A few things to talk about today. Obviously, Donald Trump and COVID updates. It seems to be all any publication is talking about. It's kind of confusing to sort through. Some people are saying he's really not well. Other people are saying he might be released tomorrow. So we will be breaking that down here today. Also, as always, Miles Cosgrove, Jonathan Mattingly, Brett Hankinson, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor for killing Breonna Taylor. All three of them. All the things that we've needed to add. I had a shoot yesterday that I want to talk to you guys about for the World Girls. Also saw that gay Twitter is taking over the hashtag Proud Boys, which I thought was awesome. And I kind of want to talk about that for a little bit. Plus all of your questions, comments, concerns, anything you want read out loud, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar or right here in the super chat. And another thing, a little bit of an early Roxy advice corner. Because I think for a lot of the show today, we're just going to talk a little bit. Yes, we'll get to the news, but just a little bit of chatting, talking. Today, or last night, I guess, I don't know, I just got this feeling that I couldn't shake. And usually when I go to sleep, I wake up and I feel a little better. I think part of it was because yesterday we did a shoot for the World Girls, and it was, we did our Day of the Dead shoot, where we made an altar, and the episode was incredible, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it at the end of this month. But in order to gather some of the materials I needed for that, I was going through my memory box. I have a couple of boxes, and any card that somebody writes me that means something to me, I keep it and I put it in my memory box, or trinkets or whatever it is. And I came across some memories that were kind of challenging to stomach, and was reading some cards from some people that were it was hard to even believe that they could be true or real. It's hard to look into your past and see how people once felt about you that either are left or are no longer here or whatever it is. So I just had this pit yesterday and all day today when you feel so certain about people or someone, and you're wrong. And we kind of don't ever really, everybody's an individual and you don't really have control over other people. You only have control over yourself. So just this weird feeling, that was just dread and anxiety and frustration and all of the things that are completely heightened during this time of quarantine. And also, I was supposed to do something last night, and I didn't end up going to do that thing because, I don't know, the person was a whatever. That's not relevant, but just a lot of things were kind of lining up that made me feel just fuck this. And so today I woke up and was kind of doing work in bed and just not feeling very good and thinking about this weekend. I've got a lot of big stuff going on this week. Told you guys I have a big shoot on Wednesday. And then I'm actually supposed to go away this weekend, which I'm not positive is happening fully, but I've got to prep for that and figure out how I could shoot. And then I've got a bunch of stuff going on with Schmodown and SEN and obviously Live with Roxy, 203 days in a row that we've been streaming. And so I was just sitting there, and I really didn't want to do anything to make myself feel better, because our brain kind of tricks us into, when we don't feel okay, convincing us that it's okay to not feel okay, which is true. It is okay to not feel okay. But not only that, sometimes just give in to not feeling okay. And maybe you should at times, but I don't want to be that person. And I think that I think I've lived enough life where there's been enough times where I've not been okay, and I've felt not okay to really know what it feels like to be down, depressed, in all of the different areas. So I was I really fucking don't want to do this yoga class. I just don't want to. And I've been doing them every day. And I was I don't know, dude. Think about it like this. There's certain things that people say fucking help. You guys all know what I'm talking about. that like these people that rep these certain things that are like, this is the way. People who go to therapy. How often do people who go to therapy say therapy changes lives? I'm one of them. My therapist absolutely saved my life. I rep therapy very hard. People who meditate say meditating saves lives. People who do yoga, people who go on runs, people like, people have their things. And I was like, there's just no fucking way that I do this 19-minute yoga, meditation, whatever it is class, and I feel worse afterwards. There's no fucking way. So I did it. And one of the things that the instructor in the class said was, she was like, just opening up a little bit. It took me all day to get here, but I finally did it. I'm proud of myself. And I was like, yeah, totally. Like, I just think for you guys, this long-winded story is my way of saying, try to do things that other people say make them feel better. If you don't know what to do, if you're not feeling well, and you don't know what to do to make yourself feel better, trust in the universe, which means trust other people who have gone through depression, who've gone through anxiety, who have gone through death and loss and grieving and breakups and disease and all of those things, and try some shit out and really do it. And like something like this was 19 minutes. It's a YouTube video. It's 19 fucking minutes. And I was like, I could sit on there's 20 minutes before my show starts. I could sit on my couch and I could just not feel good, or I could try something fucking different. And so I'm not sitting here telling you guys, I feel amazing now, but I am saying it got my endorphins going a little bit. And at some point during the practice, I like felt this peace and calm and was able to remind myself to like focus on what I was doing in small breaths and like why I actually am out here. And it helped. And it helped because very few things help when you are as down as a lot of us are these days. So you got to try things. Got to try things that have worked for other people because it just might work for you. And it might not, but it's not going to make it worse. So that's a little bit of a Roxy advice corner early on this show. I hope that helps any of you guys and motivates you to just get the fuck up and try something. A walk, a YouTube video, pick something small, simple, easy, short. You don't have to start by saying, okay, I'm going to run 15 miles a day. Maybe say I'm going to go on a half-mile walk today. Maybe say today I'm going to put a face mask on. Like whatever the fuck it is. So hopefully some of you guys will get up and do something like that because I'm telling you, it's going to make a difference. Brant Brawler says, one day at a time, Roxy, but planning isn't bad. Bryant, what are you talking about with one day at a time and planning isn't bad? Curious what that's in reference to. Going into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. A couple of things going on in here. Lewis Cox, yesterday after we finished the show, just said, love you, Roxy. Thank you, Lewis. I appreciate that. Back at you, honey. Haven't seen your name in a minute, so happy to see you pop in. Ryan White says, congrats to you and Snyder. Am I allowed to say that? You guys let me know if I'm allowed to say that. Well, I just did. Over the Finstock Exchange, looking forward to the World Girls tonight. I'm looking forward to the World Girls tonight, too. I hope that's okay that Ryan just said that and I read that. Hopefully. You guys let me know. If it is, then I can talk about it. Mark Jason Ali in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar says, hi, Roxy. How are you? I'm okay, Mark. I can't watch live, heading home from my dad's. How was the shoot? Hope it went well. Now Trump is sick. Hopefully he'll stop with the hoax nonsense. Karma or irony? Great question, and we will spend a good amount of time talking about Trump. I think a lot of people are having that question, karma or irony, and talking about, are you allowed to think that this is funny? Are you allowed to feel that this is sad? Are you allowed to pray for him? Are you allowed to hope not well for him? People are feeling a lot of turmoil inside about this. And yeah, we're going to definitely be breaking it down. The shoot was really beautiful. I'm excited to do the World Girls tonight where we can talk more about it as well. It was really beautiful. Any chance I have to honor my mom and think about her is really amazing. So it was very lucky Very, very lucky. Okay, Brittany says it's been over 24 hours, so I'm allowed to talk about it. Yeah, it was an awesome match. Snyder's the shit. I fucking love him, and I love him as a rock star, and I never don't want to be on a team with him. Gonna get some caffeine in me too. That helps with the mood as well. Any other things that you guys got going on? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. As I've said, it's been kind of a tough month, and I think it must be a tough month for you guys as well. But I'm feeling the love anyway, and I'm giving so much love back to you guys too. Bryant Brawler says, you said that you had all the stuff coming up. I thought you were stressed about it. No, ignore the planning part of the super chat. I'm not. I am a little stressed, but more so, I just need to get on my shit, like just gotta get it covered. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, into the exchange. I don't know. Fucking Tom. It's got some great people on the team though. Some of those people might need homes. I definitely would be interested in having a conversation with some of them. All of them. You guys know. Anybody who doesn't watch Schmoedown has no idea what I'm talking about, and that's okay. We'll move on to talk a little bit about Trump. So here's what I do, and you guys tell me how you guys do this. And my Grammy's probably like, what the fuck, Roxy? Turn on the news. But Twitter is my news. That is how I get the majority of my news. And Donald Trump news I get so almost exclusively from social media, like from his Twitter, from Twitter in general, the Twitterverse. Sometimes I'll see clips of shows, Rachel Maddow. Like, I get so much news from Twitter, though. So anytime I want to know what the update with Trump and COVID is, I go to fucking Twitter. But Twitter right now seems to be mad confused about Donald Trump and how he is doing with COVID. Also confused about when he knew he had COVID. So one of the articles from LA Times said, when did President Trump get COVID-19? Did he knowingly expose others at campaign events? So they're speculating that he actually might have known he had COVID. I don't know that that's true. So White House officials and President Trump's doctors offered conflicting timelines for when Trump tested positive for COVID-19, spurring questions about whether Trump knowingly exposed others to the virus. Woof. I mean, that would be fucking insane, even for him. That would be wild. President Trump's doctors continue to share conflicting messages about his condition as well. They said he's received the powerful steroid dexamethasone, which is usually preserved for patients with severe COVID-19 symptoms. But they're also saying that he might be discharged on Monday. Andrew says, I wouldn't trust Twitter. I try to go to non-biased news. Well, it's not that I'm looking at what people are tweeting. I'm looking at the articles that are tweeted on Twitter and what people are tweeting. And I don't think anywhere is really unbiased news anymore. Name one unbiased news source. I don't know that there is one. I really don't. Chris Christie had to check into the hospital after testing positive as well. He's had some serious health issues. He's not in the best shape. He is slightly older. And it's concerning what's going to happen with all of these politicians. I just wish that we were getting a little bit more of a straight story. And then the doctors knew, and I watched footage of this, that they were kind of giving conflicting things and that people thought they were covering something up. So then they came out and they were like, no, he's actually doing, this is a video. They were like, he's doing very, very well. Doing very well and probably going to be released on Monday. Wait, what? And then there was the video of Trump that actually got tweeted sitting at his desk in his hospital room. If you guys haven't seen his hospital room, it's fucking egregious. I mean, there's like a dining room table and all this stuff in there. It's like sickening to watch. But one of the things that he did was sit at this desk and was like, I'm doing okay and whatever. And he sounded like shit. And that could just be like sore throat stuff or whatever. And then they put out a picture of him signing something to try to show that he was doing well. And then you zoom in on the photo and he's clearly signing his name on a blank sheet of paper. So for all of these reasons, it's like, wait, what is actually happening? Can somebody just please give us an honest update on how President Donald Trump is doing? And if the truth is that they don't know how he's doing, then say that. If the truth is we're not sure because we don't know for a few more days how COVID will look, then come out and say that. As of now, this is his current status. This is the treatment we're giving him. This is what we're hoping for. Here's the timeline based on what we know from other patients. Because why would that not be what they would do? I don't get it. So listening to this physician, this is kind of what I just told you guys, but this is what one of his physicians said.
To disclose that the president had been administered.
So he's getting asked a question about oxygen.
It's a good question.
Thank you.
I was trying to reflect the upbeat attitude that the team, the president, that his course of illness has had.
Upbeat's one way of putting it.
I didn't want to give any information that might steer the course of illness in another direction.
Why would that information
and in
do
doing
that?
so, it came off that we were trying to hide something, which wasn't necessarily true.
Which wasn't necessarily true.
He is the fact of the matter is that he's doing really well. That he is responding, and as the team said,
he's responding.
Everything continues to go well. We're going to start discharge planning back to the White House. That's it. Thank you, folks.
Huh? So much of that didn't quite make sense. What do you mean he's responding? Do you mean he's responding to the treatment? He's responding well? Why were you trying to reflect the upbeat attitude? Yes, it did look like you were hiding something. When you say that's not necessarily true, it makes me believe that it is true, because otherwise you just say that's not true. That's not necessarily. It made it seem like we were hiding something, which isn't necessarily true. What? Just doesn't make any sense. Sam Heppo in here asking, am I a medical expert, Roxy? Absolutely not. Which is why I've been on here very honest with you guys saying I have no idea how Donald Trump is doing, because I'm not a medical expert. And even if I was a medical expert, I'm not in the same room as him. So I have no idea how he's doing. All I'm saying is how I would like this situation to be handled. So Sam Heppo, I think you can kindly reassess how you feel when you say, shut up, Roxy, which I probably won't be doing, just to be honest, because this is live at the Roxy. So if I did shut up, this would make for a very uninteresting show. In fact, I don't think the show would exist, because that name is mine, Roxy Striar, and that's live at the Roxy, and I'm Roxy, so I'm actually not going to shut up. And I'm not going to ask you to shut up either, because it's kind of rude. It's a rude thing to do, to try to silence somebody. You're definitely allowed to have your opinion, and I'm certainly allowed to have mine, especially on my own show. And if you want to have an opinion on a show, then make one. Make a show. You do you, boo. So that's my response to that. All this to say, is Donald Trump doing well? I don't know. Is Donald Trump doing poorly? I don't know. Why would they release him Monday, even if he is doing well? I don't know. That seems strange to me. It seems strange to me that he would get released as early as Monday when he's seemingly got COVID, and the safest place for him would be in the hospital, where they're giving him this treatment. They've given him a couple of different medications. And if he is receptive to them, maybe we should keep him there if we're trying to keep him safe, to make sure he stays well. And if not, why would you guys release him? Kind of confusing. What do you guys think? Do you think he's doing well? Do you think he's not doing well? Do you think we're going to see him released on Monday? In the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. We've got Glenn Caesar saying, hello, Roxy. Love you as always. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I hope you and the Rockstars band have as much of a laughter-filled of a World Girl Sunday as possible. Bunnies to you all. Looking forward to tonight's World Girls Wind Down show. Yeah, guys, that is on youtube.com/The World Girls at 8 p.m., where we'll give our highs and lows of the week. I hope you all get lots of fuck yeah news that will lift your spirits and keep you smiling all day and night long. Congrats on the yoga, Roxy. Thank you, friend. Remember, RJ and Rockstars, you're kind, you're smart, you're important, so you're worthy. Peace, love, and hugs. Who the fuck does not love Glenn Caesar? Anybody? Bueller? I mean, come on. How can you not? It's just seemingly impossible. Glenn is the frickin' best. What are you guys saying in here? That you're not sure. Ben says he's not got COVID. We had the same thing in the UK with Boris when Boris was losing in the polls. Oh, interesting. I mean, people are still theorizing that he doesn't have COVID, but the way he was speaking in that video, it seemed to me like he definitely was sick. Hoping something comes out of Trump's body, like from the movie Thing, says Sam Sadiq. That would be wild. And it's an alien. I mean, so many movies are going to be written about this time. It's fucking insane. Insane. Bloomberg did a piece, What Happens if Trump is Unable to Govern? They wrote, now that Trump has tested positive for COVID and is staying at the Walter Reed, the DOJ is almost certainly focusing on the 25th Amendment, which provides for the transfer of presidential authority to the vice president. We've talked about that on this show a little bit, what that would fucking look like. Pence tested negative, or at least for now. He's obviously going to have to continue to get tested, as sometimes the incubation period can be a long time. And we don't know exactly when Trump did contract COVID, based on the fact that there are conflicting reports on that as well, which is concerning. All of this is highly concerning for America, because what is really scary is when you don't know who's in charge and when you show extreme weakness. And this is a scary time in general, being during quarantine and COVID, where like there's nowhere to go and nowhere to, not as much access. And then on top of that, we're dealing with our president being potentially incapacitated. Not that he would do much if he wasn't, because he's not much of a fucking help, but, and in fact, he's definitely a hurt, but it's just still like, fuck, what does this look like? What does this mean? Also with the drugs, it's kind of confusing which drugs work, which drugs don't. Antiviral remdesivir. I think I keep hearing people pronounce that remdesivir, but I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, is in the spotlight after doctors are treating COVID-19 positive Trump and Chris Christie with the drug. So U.S. President Donald Trump and former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie have both been admitted to the hospital after testing positive for COVID-19. Both have been experiencing symptoms and were administered the treatment known as remdesivir, which has not been approved by the FDA, but has been authorized for emergency use for patients with COVID-19. People saying that because he got that drug, was it an emergency? Was it preemptive? It's also crazy how like status and money gets you access to things that might really keep you alive, and how many other people. Tom King says remdesivir. That was remdesivir. It's remdesivir. Sorry if I butcher that. You guys know I'm known to butcher things. We know that Joe Biden has been testing negative for COVID. Same thing with his wife. Hopefully that sticks. They were in the same room. Yes, they were 6 feet apart, more than. So hopefully it's fine. But when you're in an enclosed space, they say that things can carry differently. We also don't know what it was like when they were not on stage, although we hear they were more than 6 feet apart the entire time. And I can't picture them being much closer than that, considering they do not fucking like each other. So much. And what's going to happen with the debates? What happens with the VP debate? It's supposed to be on Wednesday. It seems like that probably will stick, considering Pence doesn't have COVID, as long as he's getting tested again. What happens with the next presidential debate? It's not more than 14 days. It was 13 and a half days after his initial diagnosis. Don't you have to be quarantined for minimum 14 days? All the questions, very little answers. Larry Lee says, hit that like button. Appreciate that, Larry. Please do hit that like button. 68 people have hit it so far. 135 of you guys are watching. So get them likes going, baby. Also on the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. PC just stopped by to say happy Sunday, Roxy. Happy Sunday back to you, PC. Much love and glad you popped by to say hello on this weird-ass Sunday. Why is it a weird-ass Sunday? Number one, because the Patriots aren't playing. Again, COVID strikes. And number 2, because emotionally there's a lot of turmoil. What'd she say? A lot of turmoil. There he is, Jake Yakoveta in the house, putting that Streamlabs in. If you were here earlier, Jake, I didn't see you. Also, we had a troll. It was fine. I shut that shit down. 10 bunnies for rocks. Did she just ask you guys 10 bunnies for herself? Weird. Talking about the Proud Boys, but in a good way. How is that sentence even possible? Hashtag Proud Boys is trending on Twitter and has been trending all day, but for a really great reason. I love when people do this. It's kind of like the vagina monologues when the slogan is taking back our cunts. You know, if you are called something or if somebody hates you or whatever it is, the best thing to do is take over. So the queer community, the LGBTQIA plus community, especially gay Twitter as it is called, has taken over the hashtag Proud Boys, which is pretty freaking epic because proud as in pride, right? We know that has that pride is the celebration of queer existence and love and life and all of that. And so many queer couples and individuals have been fucking posting these epic, beautiful pictures of them with their lovers or partners and hashtagging Proud Boys, which is amazing because now when you go to the hashtag Proud Boys, it's a bunch of beautiful, in love, queer fucking people as opposed to the actual Proud Boys, which is fucking awesome and beautiful. Obsessed with this. There's like so many stories. My husband and I have been together 30 years. We are hashtag Proud Boys. So freaking cute of them on a fishing trip. Mashable posted an article in one of the first good plot twists of 2020. The Proud Boys hashtag has become a thing of beauty. Yes. Just gorgeous. 42 years, Proud Boys. And this is them when they're younger. You can see. And then this is them now after 42 years. Like I was looking through all these and like almost tearing up as I was like, wow, just so beautiful to look at all these queer couples and they're taking over the fucking hashtag saying like, you can't be the Proud Boys. You have nothing to be proud of. We're taking back Proud Boys. Pride is our thing. We are proud. Suck my fucking dick, actual Proud Boys. So I love this. I was scrolling through for like an hour this morning looking at everybody's stories. And you guys know I'm such a lover of love. I really believe that life does not matter without love. I don't understand how somebody could feel differently. And if they do, then they're just not my people because like love is everything. Love is everything. And that love means love for your family, your friends, being in love. Like that it drives every decision I make. It drives everything I do. I so much more lead with my heart than my head. It's insane. And so looking at people who are so truly in love, who have worked so hard to get to be in love, like our queer friends who are posting things that are like together 42 years, married for the last 2, they only finally have gotten the rights to fucking do that. So it's like so beautiful to see people fight so hard for love. And some people throw away love like it's fucking garbage because it's just gifted to them on a silver platter and they've never had to work for shit in their life. And you see these people that it's like, love is love. It's just beautiful and amazing. And so anyway, I loved looking at this hashtag. If you guys are feeling down and other people's love makes you feel better, then definitely check out this hashtag because I used to avoid the hashtag Proud Boys like the plague. And now I'm all about the hashtag Proud Boys. Although I did hashtag it in my tweet for this video, this is probably why we've gotten some trolls today. Makes sense, Rocks. Makes sense. In the super chat, Bear Hudson, our friend Bear, says, please to anybody voting in South Carolina, I'm asking to please cast a vote for Jamie Harrison. He's everything that we need right now. Love you so much, Roxy. Thank you for giving me a voice to speak. You're welcome, Bear, and thank you for speaking. Maybe you could tell us a little bit more about why you believe that they should cast a vote for Jamie Harrison. I find, guys, that when we're trying to convince people to do something, and the reason we're trying to convince them to do something is because it's the right thing to do, sometimes it helps to give an explanation as opposed to just asking for something. I think I was going to hiccup. Asking for something. or sneeze. I don't know what's happening. Whatever it is, if you can explain yourself, especially with millennials and Gen Z, people want to help, but they need explanations. I know you don't get that much space to do it, but if you can, let us know, Bear, because people would love to hear more from you. Yes. So that's, it still feels like there's something in my throat. What is it? What is it? Any other questions, comments, concerns? Leave them in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, or in the super chat. I'm looking at what's going on in the chat right now. Stormy said, seeing so many couples share their love, it's great to see, especially in dark times. I completely agree. Like I said, obsessed with love, lover of love, shipper of ships. I love people's love. I don't know how you could not. Oh, it just makes everything better. Being in love and being loved is just like, there's no fucking feeling like it. Never will be. Frog. I don't think it's a frog in my throat. It felt like, I don't know. Who died? What are you guys talking about in here? Sometimes in my own chat, I feel like I have FOMO, fear of missing out. Like, what the fuck is happening in here while I'm having this conversation about frogs? We are going to get out of here relatively soon. I know it's a shorter show today, but I will be doing another show for the World Girls tonight at 8 p.m. youtube.com/theworldgirls. As I've told you guys, this week is going to be a tricky streaming week. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. We might have to take Wednesday off because of the other shoot that I'm doing, but I'm going to try not to. I'm going to try to figure out a way to squeeze in, even if it's a 20-minute show or 15-minute show, because I've been going up all the days. And then on Thursday or Friday, I'm supposed to go away for a couple of days, but I'm going to try to stream when I'm gone every day as well. I definitely will be back here Monday and Tuesday, 1 p.m. live at the Roxy, and I'll keep you guys posted about the other days on the show. It's going to be a weird one, but we will get through it together. Please take my advice. If you are feeling down today, do something that makes other people feel happy, and it might just make you feel happy. Walk, meditate, therapy, buying flowers, whatever, like a 15-minute workout, anything, whatever you can do. Try your best to be like that 1% happier. Because we really got to fight for that, especially during these times, and not let ourselves slip into the darkness, because it's so easy to do. I'm watching my friends and my people around me slip into the darkness every day. And I'm just fucking refusing to do it. Like fighting tooth and nail every second of every day. So I believe you guys can as well. All right. That's it. That's it for now. Thanks for joining me live at the Roxy. DK said maybe do a 5-minute show just to avoid my breaking my streak. Yeah, maybe something like that. Maybe it might be even early in the morning while I'm getting ready. Something along those lines. We will figure it out. I believe in us. Let me know if you guys have questions, comments, concerns. Leave at Streamlabs. In the meantime, I will read it on tomorrow's show. That's the best part about Streamlabs. You can leave it at any time. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Make sure that you also like this video. Leave a comment. It helps in the algorithm. Leave a comment letting me know what you are doing to make just yourself a little bit happier, even if it's something that you're going to try, because other people have said that it works for them. Leave that in the comments. It might give other people really good ideas. Bear Hudson says, Jamie Harrison campaign is grassroots, not corporate money for stand for BLM. Thanks for sharing that, Bear Hudson. Thank you. Look at that grassroots working. Also in the Streamlabs, another one before we get out of here, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Happy Sunday, Roxy. Hope you're hanging in there. Thank you for being you. Hoping one day we see you frozen in carbonite in your cute pose or any pose in the future Star Wars or a cool thing you and the World Girls can do. Wish you the best, friend. Maybe being frozen in carbonite, something the World Girls could give a whirl. That would be sick. I'm loving the new Proud Boys, aka our queer brothers and sisters who I adore, not the other people. Much love, and I will see you guys tomorrow, 1 p.m. live at the Roxy. Make your bed, all of you.